What's going on, guys? I'm Tyler, and this is my offensive Cypher guide. Real quick, go and check out my Twitch channel and join my Discord. Both of those links are in the description. Like and subscribe for more Valorant content. This gameplay is from a recent game where I used Cypher's abilities in multiple ways on offense. We were down 9-3 at the start of offense, and we ended up taking 10 rounds to win the game. When I'm playing Cypher on offense, there are two main playstyles I generally stick to. There's the passive lurking Cypher, and then there's the more aggressive site pushing Cypher. There are pros and cons to each playstyle. Playing passively is arguably better for winning games, but sometimes you have to get aggressive. First, I'll cover why Cypher is a great lurker. Cypher has the best tools in the game to lurk with, and you can continue using those tools to watch flanks even after you leave via tripwires and cameras. You can see in this example I'm on site with the rest of my team, and my tripwire gets triggered in the background. We know he's coming from our spawn, and I have a second tripwire set down short and my camera watching long. With all this information, this becomes a really easy kill. In this next example, I set everything to lurk, and eventually we have to push forward to defend the bomb. I check with my camera and don't see anyone, but the enemy ends up shooting the camera, so I know she's back there. We get a call out for the other enemy that is still alive, and once we kill him, we only have to worry about a few angles because we knew that the other enemy was behind us thanks to the camera I set up at the start of the round. Also, when you're actually holding the flanks, you have a lot of ways to get the jump on an enemy. You have a camera, 2 tripwires, and 2 traps if you need them. All of this makes holding a flank very easy for Cypher and very difficult for anyone trying to push past. What I like to do when lurking is to set up my tripwires in places I can play off of. Make sure that if an enemy trips the wire, that you can get into a position to kill them or wallbang them while they're hit by the tripwire. Check out my wallbang spot video for camera and tripwire spots to pick up those easy kills. Once the wires are set, I put my camera somewhere where I can see all the potential angles they can push from. Vision is the most important thing here, even if the camera gets shot out. Then, even if the camera does get shot out, you know someone is coming from that direction. If you find a hidden spot that sees everything you need to see, that's even better. In this example, I'm just holding the A flank. The camera is in a spot no one would see, and if I see an enemy moving towards my wire, I can react and get into a position to pick up the kill if they trip the wire. This camera can also hear enemies in A, which is another thing to try and find with Cypher. You can also have camera spots set up in good spots for longer periods of time if you're looking to hold flanks more. This is especially important after Cypher's camera cooldown nerf when it gets destroyed. You can see here I have perfect vision of the Omen pushing up and he doesn't see the camera at all. This gives me a huge advantage. Instead of taking an aggressive angle, I back up and wait for Omen instead. I'll have a video out on holding angles soon, so subscribe to know when that drops. And I promise I hit these shots on stream. Cypher is also worse playing aggressively because there are heroes in the game built for entry and weak at lurking, so putting characters into positions they shouldn't be in is a bad idea. In this situation, me and my teammate have no choice but to push into this Viper ult. I know that this situation would be difficult for any character, but a Phoenix Flash or a more precise Brimstone smoke would have definitely given us a better chance of at least getting the bomb back. I was still able to block some vision, but ultimately I missed the spots I should have blocked. A better smoke would have done the job. The biggest issue to me when not playing aggressively is that you have much less presence when the bomb goes down. You can see in this example I'm able to tripwire the bomb directly. This makes it very easy for me to know if someone is near the bomb or defusing. Knowing the last enemy was by C, I can put my camera in this aggressive spot and not worry if it gets shot out. If it does, I know where he is without exposing myself, and I still have tripwires to play around. He wasn't coming from A, and I keep switching off my camera to listen if he's coming from mid. He ends up saving and not even pushing the point. You can see here that no other character in the game can lock down a point like Cypher can. You will also inevitably run into teammates who don't want to push forward and are stuck holding an offensive angle, just torching the clock waiting for the enemies to kill themselves before they think about pushing in. There are ways to run entry as Cypher, and while he's still much worse than other characters like Phoenix, you can still do it. One strategy that was nerfed in the most recent patch was to use the camera as a way to quickly peek into a room or use it as a distraction when pushing an enemy. You can see here I use my camera to quickly look for an enemy. I don't see him and my teammate dies here, but because the breach went to look at my camera instead of the angle he was holding, it was an easy kill for me. In this other example, I put the camera up hoping the Sova will look at the camera right before I peek, and that's exactly what he did. A good player would have hit their shots here, and I missed every single one, but luckily we had average Joe here to pick up below average Tyler's slack. This is obviously a worse idea now that he has a 45-second cooldown when the camera is destroyed, but it's still an option. The tool that you should be using the most when playing aggressively is your cyber cage. This ability blocks a lot of vision and opens up opportunities for you and your teammates. You can see here Omen is able to use the broken sightline to get his teleport animation off. He's able to make a huge play after this and practically secures us the round. In this situation, I was able to move up to the site here and get in a better position to challenge anyone else on the site as well. Get creative with your smokes and communicate with your team if you absolutely have to run entry with Cypher. I always recommend you lurk with Cypher first if you're trying to win games, but if you're forced to, your cyber cages are your best option. So to sum this video up, try to communicate with your team as much as you can and pray you have a team that likes to make moves on offense. If you don't, then try and play a bit slower and use your tripwires and camera to pick off enemies trying to flank early in a round. Or you can use your cages and camera creatively to push a site yourself. I hope you guys found this useful and have an easier time playing Cypher's weaker half. All of this gets much easier if you already beat them up on defense or you know you have a defensive half coming up, and defense is clearly Cypher's strong suit. I stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 PM Eastern, so go check out my channel and follow me over there. Like and subscribe to this channel for more Valorant content and join my Discord server. Thanks again for watching, guys.